Hello everybody, it's David again. I want to go ahead and do a little bit of an update. We're getting close to Brenham, Texas, and the traffic going the other way is getting incredible. It's just line after line after line. I'm going to swing the camera around here for a second and get you get a good look. As you can see, there's just waves and waves and waves of cars going as far as the eye can see, and they just never stop. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And times like this, when the seriousness of what's going on really starts setting in, and you start thinking, you know, you're going that way and you're one of the few while everybody else is going the other way. And we'll get to a point later where we'll be the only ones going that way, other than maybe law enforcement and stuff. But reading a little update from Houston Weather Service this evening, it really sets the seriousness of what's going on here. And, you know, we try to have fun with our chase because, you know, we put a lot into it. But, you know, we don't ever lose sight of how serious the matter is and what's going on here. But basically, they were talking about the maximum water levels. I'm just going to read a little bit of it here. It's, you know, shoreline of Matagorda to Galveston Bays are expecting 15 to 20 feet of water from the surge. Gulf-facing coastal areas, Matagorda to High Island, including Galveston Island, 12 to 16 feet. It's a life-threatening inundation likely. All neighborhoods, possible entire coastal communities, will be inundated with high tide. Persons not heeding evacuation orders in single-family, one- or two-story homes will face certain death. Many residents of average construction directly on the coast will be destroyed. Widespread, devastating personal property damage is likely elsewhere. Vehicles left behind will likely be swept away. Numerous roads will be swamped. Some may be washed away by the water. Entire flood-prone coastal communities will be cut off. Water levels may exceed 9 feet for more than 1 mile inland. Coastal residents in multi-story facilities risk being cut off. Conditions will be worsened by the battering waves, and such waves will exacerbate property damage with massive destruction of homes, including those of block construction. Damage from beach erosion could take years to repair. Folks, if you're down in this area, this is a serious situation. You need to be paying attention to what they're talking about and get out. You know, we're kind of crazy for going in, but we're going in with as much information as we possibly can to try to keep ourselves from being killed and document this crazy weather. And we're faced with the realization that a good part of the area, including possibly entirely Galveston Island, will probably not exist as we know it right now after Saturday. We hope it is, but it may not. And this is one reason things like this are documented. People like us do it. But yeah, some crazy stuff. Things are getting a little solemn. We're going to try to pick our spirits up a little. But, you know, when you're faced with watching people flee for their lives basically while you're headed the other way, you can't help but be serious thought, serious heart and soul about what's going on here. This is no Gustav. This could have historical precedence if it turns out the way it looks like. Partially because this hurricane is so large, even though it's only a Category 2, it is so large, and the wind fields, the hurricane force wind fields and the tropical storm wind fields extend out so far and have been for so long, they're going to have an incredible amount of storm surge. So it's believed right now that the storm surge is probably going to be the bigger story over the wind speeds. But, you know, it's serious stuff. And just, you know, keep tuned to what's going on, and we'll try to keep you guys updated too. Anything you want to add, Steve?
No, just concur with the very seriousness of this situation. How long has it been now? At least, what, an hour and a half? We've seen just a continuous flow of heavy traffic, including several ambulance convoys as they escort probably some critical care patients from various hospitals down here. And it's very sombering to think that we're just seeing the tip of the evacuation efforts, and it's going to get even worse through tomorrow. And as bad as it is, it's also good to see that people are taking this storm very seriously, as they certainly should. It's probably one of the worst hurricanes to hit the Texas coastline in a very, very long time. So that's all I've got. Back to you, David.
All right, so we'll update you guys later on tonight.